Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Right now at 11, the local forecasters tracking snow moving into Metro Detroit to start off the work week. And in fact, we could see inches when it's all done falling. It's April, we know that, and that means really anything goes with Michigan's weather.
Yeah, let's get right over to Andrew with the expected snow totals and timing. Andrew, this could impact the drive home from work or school.
Pamela and Sandra, you're absolutely right, especially midday and during the afternoon. That's when roads will be most treacherous, and things have changed since you joined us at 6 p.m. A winter weather advisory now put into effect for Oakland, Macomb, St. Clair, Sanilac, and Lapeer counties into the thumb. That begins at noon tomorrow, lasts all the way until 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. So we have the cold air already in place. It's almost like a recipe. Cold air, add moisture, you get snow. So here's the cold air. Some temperatures are already below freezing, 29 in Sandusky, 30 in Port Huron, 2 degrees below freezing, while it's chilly with slightly higher temperatures, 36 over at Metro Airport, but will be around the freezing mark or lower by tomorrow morning. No snow has arrived yet. In fact, across all of southeast Michigan, as you can see here on Storm Tracker 4, we're just fine. And much of the morning commute is going to be fine as well. But this moisture is right on our doorstep and headed in our direction. It makes its arrival here during the morning, by midday, and especially during the afternoon. So from now all the way until 11 o'clock, it remains dry. Between 11 and 1, snow starts to arrive and develop from the south and quickly overtakes southeast Michigan by 2 p.m. and afterward. That's why the afternoon commute is going to be more hazardous than the morning commute. And in terms of snow totals for tomorrow, easily looking at 1 to 3 inches or even more possible. I'll break down those snow totals for you and give you your complete weather forecast coming up.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Our other top story tonight, a family outraged over a display outside of a Downriver Police Department.
It featured a Confederate flag and signs that read "Black Lives Don't Matter." Someone put them up on the lawn of the Woodhaven Police Department this morning. Victor Williams live in Woodhaven for us tonight. Victor, the signs are gone, but the hurt is still there.
Yes, Sandra and Pamela, all the signs are gone, but the after effects can still be felt, especially on social media. We're told by police that this was all the result of a protest that happened right here in this very spot. But one woman is saying that her entire family is now offended.
It's a little nerve-wracking to know that my kids have to grow up in a society where it's still real.
Candace Randall was going for a ride into Woodhaven for some last-minute Easter shopping when she caught an unexpected glimpse of large signs displaying racial undertones posted right in front of the city's police department. The words "Black Lives Don't Matter" and "White Crime Pays" are just some of the phrases that could be seen alongside a Confederate flag Sunday morning.
I went to Tim Hortons today before going to Walmart, and after leaving Tim Hortons, it was right there in front of the police station, and Tim Hortons is right next door.
Candace's husband, Jared, is African American. The couple has 2 young children together, ages 2 and 3.
Having 2 mixed children makes it a bit hard to even go to work knowing that my family's alone because I work.
Sadly, Jared says it's hardly a surprise anymore, but is a stark reminder of where we are as a nation still at this point today.
It's close to norms in a way. Like when she called me in the morning, after she saw it, she was like, what do I do?
Ironically, both realize there's nothing that truly can be done about whoever decided to post the rhetoric.
It's freedom of speech, but yeah, it's kind of unacceptable at the same time.
JJ, come here.
You really can't do anything about it, but other than to speak out.
And that's exactly what Candace did, snapping the pictures and posting them to social media. So far, her post has gathered over 700 shares.
I know that nothing can really be done. I mean, like I said, it's freedom of speech. It's his opinion. I just want people to be more aware about it. It is still out there, and it will be.
And we are awaiting comment from the Woodhaven Police Chief first thing tomorrow morning when he does return to work. As far as Candace and Jared are concerned, they just want the person who's responsible to take a good hard look in the mirror. In Woodhaven, Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor, thank you. Demonstrators have gathered for a 6th night in Grand Rapids to protest the death of Patrick Lyoya. About 24 people showed up tonight writing "Defund the Police" in chalk on the sidewalk. Leoya was shot and killed by a Grand Rapids police officer during a traffic stop earlier this month. Leoya's funeral will be held Friday in Grand Rapids. He will be eulogized by civil rights activist Al Sharpton. Sharpton is also paying for the funeral.
An Oakland County home destroyed in a fire that started when a family was cooking on this Easter Sunday. Take a look here. This is drone video from a neighbor, and you can see smoke coming from the home. This is near 13 Mile and Lasser. It's in Bingham Farms. It started in the garage, went into the attic, and then it spread to the rest of the home. The fire department says the family was cooking with propane inside the garage.
Any kind of cooking equipment, you know, if it's installed kitchen equipment, fine, but any other equipment should not be used within a structure at all. A grill, a propane, anything, nothing should be used inside the structure, period.
Well, the good news is everyone got out okay. One firefighter was burned, but he will be just fine.
We are also monitoring big developments in the war in Ukraine. The scene of the war's heaviest fighting is on the brink falling to Russian troops. Russian troops say the port city of Mariupol will be closed for entry and exit tomorrow. Russian forces have started handing out passes that will allow people to be on the streets. Ukrainian troops were told to surrender by tonight. Ukraine's president says he's not willing to give up any territory. If Mariupol were to fall, it would be the first major city to be taken by Russian forces.
The war in Ukraine, top of mind for many at Easter services across Metro Detroit today. This was Old St. Mary's Catholic Church in Greektown, where people celebrated the resurrection of Jesus. Parishioners said today is a day for reflection.
Just seeing what's going on in the world today, I mean, this brings hope. This day brings hope for me, and I hope it does for everyone around the world.
The people are suffering. And so, yes, I was praying for Ukraine. I was praying for all those who suffer.
For many, in fact, this was the first Easter Sunday in 2 years where they gathered in person for services because of the pandemic. Michigan is on a national list that comes with some mixed emotions. The state ranks near the top for the number of exonerations for wrongful convictions.
On a weekend when many are reflecting on redemption and forgiveness, our Grant Herms talked to one of the people pushing to keep innocent out of prison.
It's both good and bad. Michigan landing third on the National Registry for Exonerations in 2020 for wrongful convictions, coming in behind New York and California.
We have so many organizations that are looking for wrongful convictions, and we're finding them. The bad news is that we have so many to find.
David Moran is the co-director of the Michigan Innocence Clinic and says a lot of their cases come from Southeast Michigan.
The Detroit Police Department was notorious for many years for unconstitutional shortcuts. And those unconstitutional shortcuts were of the type that they're especially likely to ensnare innocent people. So we know that there are lots of innocent people who were convicted in Detroit in particular. But it's not just Detroit. This is a statewide problem.
Moran says we may never know the true number of people wrongfully in prison, but recent studies show it's potentially somewhere between 3 to 5% of all inmates.
Well, there's about 37,000 people in Michigan right now. And so if 3% of them are wrongfully in prison, that would be about 1,000.
But there is a bit of good news with each exoneration.
And the good news is that each time you win a case, it's not a unicorn. Because of the publicity surrounding these cases, it helps reform the criminal justice system. It helps remind people that the criminal justice system is not as accurate as it should be.
Now, Moran says while there's a mountain of work to do still, there are some good things. Prosecuting changes in counties like Wayne, Washington, Macomb, and Oakland have already been made, and he says there's more to come. In Detroit, Grant Herms, Local 4.
Tomorrow is tax day, the federal deadline to get your filings and payments into the IRS or file for an extension.
It's typically on the 15th, but the deadline was pushed back because of the Emancipation holiday in Washington, D.C. If you haven't finished your returns just yet, you are not alone. Nearly a third of all Americans don't file until the last minute. The average refund so far this year, more than $3,200. That's up 11% from this time last year. Bird flu cases are being found in more counties across Metro Detroit.
And now the state is a warning for anyone with a bird feeder in the front of their home.
Plus, also a family's plea for help for this local 6-year-old boy diagnosed with a rare blood disorder. Jamie?
The Taylor family is all about hockey.
Our dad got us involved in hockey at a young age, and we've just never stopped.
The two oldest brothers grew up to be local police officers who now run a hockey camp in their off time. How their brother inspired them to give back, coming up on Local 4.